Okay. Hello, sister.
Hey,
We're on. All right. So, hello,
hey.
light workers. How is everyone
Hello,
feeling
Lightworkers.
today? How is everyone doing today? Oh, great idea. Let's
I
clear,
know,
clear,
I'm just
clear.
clearing. I know. Well, yeah,
Mm,
welcome to Lightworkers Unite. Guess what we're talking? We have a special treat for everybody today. We're going to be talking about some really beautiful archangel
yeah.
healing
Yes. Healing with the
stuff.
angels, all the good stuff. Lightworkers Unite is a podcast and social show hosted by intuitive women, lightworkers, and most importantly, friends, Mayume and Manjeet. Welcome to our podcast, Lightworkers Unite, where we believe there is a lightworker within all of us.
Whether you are a medium, an educator, or a nuclear medicine technologist, there is a light worker within you, and we have work to do.
This is a safe and sacred place where lightworkers connect, grow, and learn.
And share our light with the world.
We have talked about angels before, and I think we've even spoken about like three of the top 3 or 4. I think we've done this before in previous podcasts, but something new that's happening with guided gatherings and with me, Mayume Corelli, is that I have become certified. I just did this whole series of learning and absorb. I was just telling Manjeet, I just ate it all up. I couldn't get enough of it. But now I am a certified angelic healing practitioner. Like, so certified and accredited, and part of all this healing that I felt really drawn to it. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I did the Angel Guide certification with Kyle Gray, which was wonderful, and just kind of learning about it. But this is healing. This is actually like
Mm.
doing distant healing and in person. And now that I'm going to have an office at Kindred Healing Space on Tuesdays, I can also offer angelic healing for those souls who want it. So basically, there's a whole order to the angelic realm, in the universe, and how they work together and help us humans on this planet. But with the creator, I mean, it kind of stems down, and archangels to me, I've always been attracted to them, always wanting to learn more, and they'll show up in readings, or they'll show up at my sacred circles. So I really felt compelled to do this, to just kind of add this modality, because with mediumship and sacred circles and all, and the psychic work that we do, and meditation, which is a huge part of guided gatherings, I really wanted to add a more finite healing experience. So yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Okay. Well,
And
so how is it different than, say, a Reiki session?
so
Your
Reiki,
healing.
yeah. So I'm working directly with archangels that come in, and the pillars of light, and the golden ray is the healing power. So we're working a lot with the earth's grid in Reiki. And I only did like Reiki 1. I'm not a Reiki full practitioner, but it is source that comes in, and it's source that comes in through you, and that you use the energy of source to help heal. And again, it's connecting with someone's energy field, and they really work with the chakra system, Reiki and the chakra system. So a lot of that will come up in angel healing, but this
Okay.
is angel healing, it's physical, it's mental, spiritual, and energetical. She hear I just said energetical.
I did.
It's energetic. So for me, it's kind of the angels will help me work with your vessel, but it's all the emotional things that come into play. And I actually bring you to a space in this, and it's all in my mind. And I bring in all the guides and all the angels. It's very specific. All the angels that are working with you. We all have a
So there's
guardian
guides
angel.
and angels both
Oh,
coming?
yes. So we have spirit guides, right? But spirit guides aren't necessary angels. So
Mhm.
there's archangels who rule and govern angels, and there's many different angels for many different things that we need that want to work with us. So the archangels, the pillars, I have the 4 pillars of light that come in, and we have Uriel, who's the watcher of the north, Archangel Raphael, who's the watcher of the east, Michael is the south, and then Gabriel is the west. And so I bring them forward
That's
in
cool.
this room. Yeah. All the 4 corners, and they stand in the pillars and the golden light of the grid, the ley lines of the earth. And I basically raise us into, I ground you with the silver strings, like these beautiful silver threads first to make sure you're fully grounded and protected. That's always the intention. But I then find out which angels are working with you, and they come to do an angelic healing. And they'll just tell me what areas of your body, what areas of life, your emotions. And then I will send beautiful golden light to that healing. So the angels will talk about, I haven't officially done one because this just happened this last week, where I've completed it, passed, and I am so excited to start. And so
Yeah.
now it's like putting out there, but I'm still sitting with it. I'm still absorbing and learning. So I'll probably have to, it's anyone who wants to do a free practice session with me, because I know that it's going to be fucking magical and amazing. I know it. And I'm so excited to begin and have this as an offering of something that I do.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Well, it's, it's something, right, that I think as light workers, we want to encourage and embrace is that, at certain times in your life, you're ready for what I call a spiritual evolution. You're ready for that next phase in your life. You're ready for, oh, I really want to learn about that. I really am so fascinated. And to me, that's what you were saying earlier. It's like, I couldn't get enough of this. That's when you know you're really ready for that next evolutionary
step.
warrior mode, right? We have those light worker,
Yes.
categories, right? The seeker, the warrior, the mystic, right? So
Mhm.
I just love that because, people in our audience might be feeling really drawn to any of these spiritual practitioner healing
Modalities. Yeah.
modalities.
Mhm.
And it almost becomes like undeniable, doesn't it? Like that pull, that calling of, oh, I really need to know more about this. I really
Yes.
need to know more about this. And to me, that's what's so beautiful and amazing. So I love this for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
And it is listening to it, because I believe we're always students, right? There's always a time of learning and expansion. We want growth. It's not like
Yes.
you work to reach a certain point and then you're done. And
Never. No.
never, ever, ever, ever. And I can't
Yeah.
wait to see what else comes. But in my work, I felt expansion, which is my word this year, actually, for
Yeah.
2024, was expansion. And so when this came across to me, I was like, yes. I mean, I felt like I need to do this. And maybe it's a
Mhm.
calling, maybe it's the angels like assign it. I don't know. I listened and then followed. And again, it was so, I could feel the different energy, right, of how I
Yeah.
wanted to just soak it up. It's kind of like when you're reading a book that maybe you've got the same book that's on your nightstand. You read the same thing over and over, and you're just not like gobbling it up. It's just taking forever. Maybe there's resistance, or you're just not loving it. And then there's that book that you get that someone mentioned, and you fly through it, and you're done in like a day, and you're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
So it's kind of like listening to your soul, and I felt that my soul said, Mayume, it's time. And I felt that Archangel Michael, who works with life purpose, as well as the protector and cutting of the cords, and it was something he put in front of me. And then all of a sudden, Archangel Uriel started to appear in my meditations. And to me, I was like, I don't know you. Hi. It was a little nerve-wracking, but
Love
I
it.
felt, I mean, Uriel is so grounding, and he's about wisdom, and he helps those on this earth to really grow into who they really are. So I was like, how come I don't know you? And now I started to work with his energy, which led me to this healing practitioner
Yeah. I love it.
certification. Yeah.
And that is great. Like, I think acknowledgement is that you actually listened, right? Like how many of us out there are feeling that pull, draw, that that energy of like, oh, I want to put this into my arsenal. This is something new. I want to add to it. And I know
Yeah.
I definitely felt that way when I was getting my Akashic record reading training. And I was very, very I'd heard about the Akashic records in many,
Me
many
too.
places and,
Yes.
all over the place. But I was really looking for the right kind of teacher as well. So I think
Yes.
that's another big thing to acknowledge is when you're ready to expand and you're looking for, that next evolutionary step in your learning, it's not just what you're learning, but it's from who.
That's right.
So for me, that was a really, really big part of what I was really gravitated to with the Akashic Records. I wanted a practitioner, I wanted a mentor that
Mhm.
really understood and was in resonance with the way that I see the Akashic Records, which is very multidimensional.
Yeah, it
So
is. Love it.
it's
It
very
is.
interesting to see like how, you know, when you feel that calling, not only acting on the content, but who are your teachers, right? Who are those people?
Mhm.
Because you might, you've always been attracted, I mean, to the angel realm, like from as long as I've known you. I mean, that's actually how we
Always.
met,
Yeah,
right? Was through
always.
Archangel Michael. I mean,
Yeah,
really met.
right.
So I mean, it does really feel like a very natural progression for
I
you.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Absolutely. I mean,
Love it.
so my spiritual teacher long ago, which was over 20 years before I even got married, was this woman here in Kirkland who really, gosh, taught me so much about spirituality and who I was. And she used to say to me all the time, Mayume, you're psychic. You know this. And I would laugh, kind of like when you said you're a medium. I was like, no. All these things that were being told to me that I wasn't ready to hear or face. But she used to
Yeah.
say, you're very psychic. You're very psychic. And she used to teach me all these things. And she taught me about meditation, how to meditate, how to record your voice and listen to your own meditation, how important that is. And she taught me also about Archangel Michael because I was seeing spirit all the time and it was scary. And she taught me how to step into my power. Like we are
Mhm.
always in control. So all the rules of spirit and the laws that are there, I didn't know any of that. And she taught it all for 20 years. I mean, all babies, all my girls had healings from her. John knew her, and she was my teacher. She was my mentor. And so the angels were always there with me. And it was just a gradual, like you said, progression to continue connecting with the angels, because that's who was helping me in my own healing. So then here I am, now I'm using them to help others. So I feel like now I'm the practitioner. I'm going to be the mentor. I'm going to help others learn about who's with them. And if angels don't resonate with you, that's okay. It doesn't have to. But if you're curious and you want to learn more, yeah, I might be the person to connect with.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. How exciting, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's so cool. I love that it is your word for the year,
I know.
expansion, right? It
Yeah.
feels very much like you're ready to take on new and exciting dimensions. That's how I see it. It really
Oh
is a
yeah.
different dimension,
Oh
space
yeah.
that is really multi-layered, and I love that. I mean, that's my jam. I love that shit. So
Yeah.
I'm so excited. This is really, really cool. And it is like you said, anything that you're learning, there's a learning curve, right? To get
Mhm.
your arms around it, feel confident, bring it out in the world. So you're asking for volunteers
I
to
am. Any light workers out there? Yes. So come to my website, www.mayumecarelli, Mayumecarelli. You can find it on Instagram. Just find a
Mhm.
way to connect with me and just let me know. I would love to do a few practice. Again, you're not, nothing's going to happen, nothing bad. It's all a good intention. But I would, in coming from a place of integrity, I want to practice the healing that I've learned with people
Yeah.
first. I think would do that so that I can really master it. And I know that I will. I'm super excited about it. So yeah, if you're
I
interested
love
in
it.
yeah, let me practice. I love it.
Yeah,
I'm so
I'm on
excited.
I'm on the books. I'm
Yeah.
in the roster,
That's
so
right.
I'm
Yes,
excited.
yeah. I mean, I get to take you to the Golden Dome. I mean, I'm just so
What?
excited about, oh, I know. I'm serious. I can take
That's
you
fantastic.
places. Ah, so excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. And you've always been really connected to that archangel dimension, that archangel
Mhm.
realm, the angelic. Do you think that's because of your religion, your faith, what's familiar, what you grew up with? Like, I know you
I
had,
had Jesus on my wall and I had Buddha on my wall. So
yeah,
I mean, my mom's a
you
full
kind of
on
veered
Buddhist.
this way though, like
No, I
maybe
love Buddhism. I love Buddhism. I feel like Buddha is also my gem. So there's not one more than the other. I feel like it called me, to be honest. I didn't
okay.
choose.
Yeah.
I think, yes, I learned about the teachings of Christianity because of my father. And but I'll tell you, it was when he died that Jesus appeared next to me. And so there's an honor here, there's a respect, and I I'm I don't want to use the word chosen, but I do feel as though I was being guided into that realm. Right. It just
Interesting,
a
isn't it?
lot of, yes. I I just feel honored, like I was being selected to work with the angels to help humanity. That's what I feel deeply. And so I'm really accepting it. And in all my readings, I see guides, I see angels, not just the departed. It's always dimensional. There's always levels. And if people are open to hearing, and not all the time do they receive an archangel in their reading that shows up. But when they do, I speak to that, and I find it fascinating that an archangel wants to come through and say, I have something to say about this soul, what they need. So I just, I'm open to it. So open to it.
Love it.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
know.
love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I know, you know this, I love the archangels. I love that frequency. It's got a very different kind of heartbeat energy for me. And I
Yes,
connect with that energy that's very like rose quartz, clear, majestic. It's got a very different frequency,
it does.
kind of similar to, for me, I mean, it's different for everybody, but it is also very similar to like the goddess realm for me, very similar but different.
Yes.
Um, but I know I'm always astounded when I'm doing a reading or in an intuitive coaching session, and I'll see, and that's what happened with you, is I'll get an archangel, but I don't know who they are.
Right.
And so I
Yes.
have to be very
Yes.
clear. Give me your name. What is your
Mm,
messaging? What do
yes.
you, but they're always very winged, so I know exactly that they're in this realm, the archangel realm.
Hmm.
So it's just such a cool thing, and I'm sure a lot of spiritual practitioners kind of dip their toe. You know, the archangels are so powerful, they're kind of coming in and
They
out.
want to, yes,
You
they
know, they
want
want to
to.
speak to you. Yeah. So I just
Yes.
love that. I love that, you're like deep dive in
Yeah.
this world, and
I know
yeah,
it
so
deeply
connect with
resonates with
me.
me. Yeah. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
wanted an angel healing, yes, specifically, I will bring in Archangel Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel. And then we work under the Golden Dome, the pillars of light. It is pretty powerful. So I'm excited
Yes.
to do it. So
Oh,
yes.
I love it. So if there are any light workers out there too, this is a great episode to talk about, Mayim's beautiful journey into, this angelic realm, a deep and profound healing. Basically, I call it like another tool in her arsenal, right? Like this
Yeah.
is what we're doing. We're adding tools as we evolve as light workers to bring healing and light and clarity into our world, right?
Yes.
And so I honor you for embracing and listening to the call and bringing it into your world so that you can bring it to
Thank
all
you.
of us. So
So
thank you for
excited.
that.
Thank you, my friend.
And
Thank you. Thank
all the
you.
light workers out there, right? All of you that are feeling this call, this pull, there's
Mhm.
no limit to
That's right.
your education and your experience and your expansion. We're
Yes.
never ever done. So
No, continue.
constantly learning. Yes.
Constantly
Yeah.
learning. It's amazing. It's fun, and see what resonates with you. I mean, I tried Reiki long ago. I was determined to be certified Reiki practitioner and got through one, and it just didn't happen. Like I felt like I didn't give it priority. It just wasn't happening. It wasn't flowing. And I don't know why. And who knows, maybe I'll come back to that, maybe add that. But this feels much more my wheelhouse. Mediumship is definitely my wheelhouse. And then talking to guides. It's just this whole realm out there. So I think that's for me. That's what Mayume's doing.
I love it.
I love it.
I know.
Too.
I just took a class on quantum physics. That was my latest educational journey. That was all about quantum healing and quantum physics. So like how science is blending with this concept that two things can be, when you separate two cells, when you heal one, the other one, no matter where it is, will heal. Right.
Yes.
So this is what I'm really called to right now. I'm just so fascinating.
Yeah. Oh, that's Joe Dispenza is like master of all that stuff too. I just
all that quantum stuff. Yeah.
I do love
it's fantastic. Yeah. And this is from a science, more of a scientific, it's really fun, but it is so cool how, we are constantly finding things that we're called to like arm ourselves, right? So we can speak to these things when we're with our clients and say, oh, wow, this might feel like you might, I'm really feeling Akasha with you. I'm really feeling archangel healing, and that's what I love is as, practitioners and sisters, if I'm feeling that about one of my clients, I'm going to say, you really should see Mayume, right? You can feel like this might be a really good match for you, right? So I just love that. Like we get to refer and things that
all the time. Yeah, that's what we do all the time. Yeah, they may come to me because they are in deep grief. I do help those in grief in mourning, and I work with the soul. I mean, that's why I do the soul sessions, because the archangels work with the soul. And then once they're done with me, they need more. They need to be like, now what? And that's where they go to you, Manjeet, for coaching and for balance and to help them on their path. So I think I love that we can, it is so fun. Yes.
I love it. Yes. We're good friends and sisters.
Work well together.
Lightworkers.
We work well together.
It's a call to action, I think, too, right? For all of you practitioners out there, there's so much we can do for each other. We don't have to do it all. Like I don't have to do all of the things, right? If I'm seeing that there's somebody who really, I think, would benefit from Reiki, I mean, I'm going to call our Reiki masters, right? We're going to say, these are the people you want to connect with. And then together we're creating a more holistic approach for our clients, so I love that. I love that you're, learning and expanding as always, I've always known you to be that kind of seeker, right? So this is so exciting for you, and
thank you.
And another tool in your toolbox.
That's right, sis. I'm so excited. Guided Gathers. And I think the group healing, angelic healing, that might be down the road. Do a bunch of individuals, and because how I love group readings, and I think that might be in the works, doing a little group angelic healing. Yeah.
Right.
That'll be amazing.
I know. That's what I was saying. Yes,
you were.
I was like, lots of possibilities, right? Like my little entrepreneur brain is going, let's do this. Let's do this. How about this? It's exciting stuff.
Thank you. Yes. So we have lots of fun stuff coming up with us, I think. Do we want to speak to any of that right now, or do we want to? I mean, we can.
We could do a little plug promo sitch.
I think we kind of should a little bit. just so people know how to, other than listening to our podcast and watching our show on YouTube. We're really trying to move you guys, get to YouTube and watch the show. It's just for fun. I mean, we're going to do more clips and more things, but I think that would be fun. And how you want to connect with us, with our events and our workshops and all the things, our sister circles. I think that'd be great.
the first big thing is we are really our house clearings are really
Yes.
jumping. So that is
Mhm.
something that we both really, really love doing.
Mhm.
We'll meet with you, get assessment of your needs for your space. And that doesn't mean, you have to call us if there's like a fucking demon or some shit. Like, we're not talking about like, I mean, although we
We
do
do that
sense
too. We do
crazy
that
shit
too.
too.
We've done
But
some crazy shit too.
even if your space is just feeling stuck,
Yeah.
and maybe you are somebody who clears your space all the time. Sometimes it really does help having some other modalities that we bring in, a lot of
Yeah.
fire energy, sage, whatever we're feeling called to,
Sound. Mhm.
a lot of sound energy and some mantras, some affirmations, and a really almost like a little bit of some coaching around declaring your space.
Mhm.
So if this is something that's calling to you, that you feel even a place in your house that feels extra stuck, this is something that we're really, really
Really.
loving.
And maybe you just want a
And
blessing because you're
yeah,
moving in. And so we clear all the old energies. Maybe there was a passing.
yeah,
We can talk to that soul. Or maybe you're finding some weird shit is going on and you want to know who it is and why they're here and what are they trying to tell you something. We do that. We come in
yeah.
and we're like, hey, you, what you doing here? Maybe it's time to go.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But it's all that. Or it's just a beautiful, pure blessing to open it up for your new space to invite the new people
Yeah.
that are coming into this beautiful home. So we love this.
Yes.
Contact us for house clearings for sure.
On
Love
Linktree,
that.
we have an application
Yes.
form there, so you can definitely find us there. I think the other big thing we need to talk about is July 20th. We
Yes, we
have
do.
another mystical night in at Kindred Healing Space. I think
Yes.
half the tickets are already fucking sold,
No
Mayume.
way.
I think they're
Mhm.
really, it's going to be fantastic. Lots of vendors at the Kindred Healing Space in
Yes.
Everett on Colby. Our beautiful sister Donna
Yeah.
is the owner and operator and Reiki master and absolute goddess. She is
is.
hosting this beautiful mystical night in, and we will be doing some
Yeah, we'll be doing our spirit readings in the studio.
mediumship.
Yes, yes, co-mediumship, exactly. We'll be doing spirit readings, and there's 3 groups, but you get wine. There's going to be light
Yes.
appetizers. You get to shop, and you can get
Yes.
readings, and then you can come join one of our
Yes.
sessions, and get readings. And maybe you have a departed loved
Yeah.
ones you want to connect with. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
super fun. Saturday, July 20th. kindredhealingspace.com.
Yeah.
And it's from
Yeah.
4 to 8 p.m. Go get your tickets. I think they're
It's
55, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. And
$55.
you get the glasses of wine, like you were saying, and also you get to pick the session. So there's 3 of them that will be
Yep.
running. And
For us.
you can pick whichever one you works best for you with your busy
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah.
But it's a
Yeah.
really fun, and we have a huge poster board with our faces on it.
It's so ridiculous.
It's
Whose idea was
so
that? Whose idea was that?
Mayume Pirelli, my
What?
fire
We didn't realize it was
fire
going to be that.
queen.
I don't think we realized it was going to be that big. I
Well,
thought it was going to be like a little poster. Now it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's quite
It's
ridiculous.
amazing. It's quite obnoxious, but I absolutely fucking love it. It's amazing. Yeah. So even if you just come to like check out the poster board, it's epic.
Yeah,
It's
check
epic.
out the
Yeah.
poster board that we made.
I know we have a lot of fun. So that's a
make
big
fun of
part of what
us.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call ourselves, that the co-mediums, and in these pockets of space, where we really are committed to laughter and spirit, right? Like
It is
that is
laughter and
the whole.
messages from spirit, period.
Yeah.
Laughter, because there's so much
Yeah.
healing when we are
Yeah.
connecting with our loved ones in the morning, in the grieving. Laughter will help heal you. And so
Oh, yeah.
it's always the intention of like, okay, spirit, when you're coming on in, you better share something funny. Better share something that they would know that would make your loved one laugh. So that's happening
Yeah.
July 20th. Love
It's
that.
July 20th. Yes, yes. And I think it'll be, so we always start with you picking one of our cards. We clear your energy. Come on in, and then we'll have you pick one of our oracle cards that we've created from the Lightworker Unite deck. And isn't it just uncanny, ma'am, how the card that they pick in that moment
Is it
of
uncanny?
intuition?
It
It's
is.
just,
It's
I just fucking
synchronicity.
love it.
That's called
It's
connection. It just happens.
nuts. Yeah.
It's
It's
awesome.
just nuts.
Yeah.
And just a way to connect with your energy and the cards. And so it's just a really action packed. I guess
Yeah.
it's like an hour. Is it like an hour and a bit?
Almost an hour.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to say almost
Yeah.
an hour, like maybe it's 50 minutes or something like that. Because we got to
Yeah.
have a little pee break, a little wine break, grab something to eat, go to the bathroom, and then we do it again. So yeah. And if you're not sure
Yes.
which one to sign up for, if it doesn't sell out those 3 groups, you can, when you get there, maybe you could see if there's any availability in one of them. But
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking spirit
absolutely.
reading. Yeah, spirit
Yeah.
readings. Love
I
it.
love it.
Me too.
Did you want to talk about anything else we're doing, or you want to hold off on our
Well,
on-
down the road, I mean, that's fall. We have a lot of stuff coming up in the fall, but you're right, for summer.
Yeah.
And we do have a summer retreat that I kind of want to throw out there, because we did our last podcast, or a couple podcasts ago,
know.
about retreats. And so we listened
know.
and we feel it, we heard. So now we're going to do a little weekend getaway for those. So we'll speak to that down the road.
It'll be in
But just know that
September.
it's coming.
Yeah.
Yep, it'll be in September.
Yeah.
All right.
For like 5 magical guests. So, just plant that seed. But yeah, after that episode aired, we both separately and together received so many calls and
Like
messages. When are you doing a Lightworkers Unite retreat? When is that happening?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh shit, you better do this.
We got to do it. Because we said we want to. We want to. Yeah.
I know. It's going to be so fun. So magical and fun. Yes. I can't wait. Well, thank you, my sister. This is
this was a great time. Thanks for chatting with me, and thanks for supporting me in my journey and my expansion.
Of course. This is the name of the episode, isn't it? It's expansion. Who is ready for their expansion? Because we are. We're ready for you to expand. So
that's right. We're here to support you guys on your journey. Beautiful souls. Come on in.
I love it.
Well, all right. Well, have a great rest of your day, everyone. And thanks so much for listening. And we'll see you next week.
Yay. Namaste, my sisters and brothers.
That's right. All you know. Thank you.